You know, I think I've talked to a lot of pros before, and one of the things that they've remarked on is that like, Ella as an operator, right? What she does is she effectively denies you the ability to have that attacker dominance, where you go into a fight with...
What is up, bras, and welcome back. And in this video, we're going to be kicking off the Six Invitational Pro Tip Series with a Day 1 matchup that happened between ENCE Esports and Era. Now, both of these teams are absolutely badass, and we're going to be starting off with a really nice Valkyrie camera. Now, there's a couple optional ones inside of the balcony rafters that I'm not really going to cover. The main one that I wanted to show was inside of this windowsill right here. It's really cool because just right down in the bottom left-hand corner, it's pretty well protected behind the plants, and it has a very good coverage of a ton of the main doors a lot of people are going to be attacking from when they're pushing towards the kitchen and trophy room areas.
Time around, but gets taken out by my man, leaving just 10 seconds left. Panari able to take one as they drop, but Uno jumps in. Now Panari finishes off my man. The rifle shield of Bosco will break. He gets finished off by the top.
Alright, now I was really looking forward to covering this one because I really like when I see the pro tip strategies kind of evolve within the games. So before, I've covered a spot where you place the shield that's similar, but that's actually up on the table. Now it's pretty much evolved to where we're just pretty much straight putting it right up against the wall, right next to this doorway. And what this does is this creates such a hard pinch for any attackers coming through, especially make sure you lay down those ADSs. Most of the time there's going to be a mirror on the little wine cellar wall also. It's going to cause an absolutely insane crossfire for anybody attacking this area.
That the defenders can deal with that vault in. They can be prepared with traps. We might, you know, humorously see a frost there. Unlikely at this level.
All three frosts under the window.
All three frosts. Well, we did see that at one point, if I recall correctly.
I mean, you know, where else to get to put a frost mat, right? You know.
Or to take care of them. Kanto playing at the top of chimney again, just waiting.
Oh, he really wants this.
It looks like he sees one, and he'll light up K9 as he was on the rock. Great eyes from Kanto Raketti to be able to spy that from that far away, with the trees obscuring some of his vision.
There's all.
Alright, so this one's really cool to see because I know you guys have seen this before, but we're going to perfect it because before I was walking all the way around that 90-degree corner on the railing, which can be very dangerous. You can get downed if you land on the stairs. But thanks to Kanto Raketti, we're going to be perfecting it, and he's showed exactly how easy it is. All you have to do is do a simple vault up, lean left, and you can get a very nice line of sight without the risk of walking on the railing. So this is just a great way to perfect this spawn kill, and I definitely had to update the Coconut Bra family.
In the final couple seconds of a round as well, if you know when they're going to be pushing in. It also can help you take control of above.
Alright, bros, so our next spot on Chalet is going to be another really sneaky Valkyrie camera. Similar spot to the first one that we saw on the windowsill, but this one can cover potentially all the way at the top of the stairs and very close all the way down to the wine cellar stairs. So you can see if you throw it straight up, you're not going to really be able to see the top of the stairs, or if you just place it a little bit lower so that it's on the side, then you'll be able to see them at the top of the stairs or at the bottom of wine cellar.
It's the great thing about it though is also if the defenders don't want to deal with that cutoff, if they don't want to have you have that beachhead, they can also play in CCTV.
Alright, now moving on to map number 2, we are on border, and this first one is going to be a pre-fire spot that you can do, and this one is such a crazy long line of sight. We're going to be going all the way from the south balcony, through one of the doors, through the main hallway, and all the way into Armory lockers. Now, one thing you really do need to keep in mind that this is a two-way line of sight. A lot of times defenders can use this to actually pre-fire you and get some spawn kills. Now you guys are going to see it's going to go all the way through this door, all the way through this hallway, all the way through this wall, and all the way through this doorway. And it has the potential to reach all the way out here to the cement wall. So be very careful of that, whether defending or attacking. This is a great pre-fire regardless of what side you are on.
We saw that a strategy that's been employed a fair bit recently is, as the Hibanas are going down, you pull out that lifeline of Zofia, you shoot a couple concussion blasts in. Makes it very difficult for them to be able to get out and push the attackers away while also taking care of it. Panari a double kill on a super, and Gurmy putting in so much work. A triple from Panari as Bosco took out Uno before getting traded off himself. And oh, what is going on with these Bandit plays now? 2 rounds in a row, leaving just K9 left, who will get Wilkie. And now Panari goes.
All right, now I had to rewatch this round a few times before I could understand what was going on. Now, at first what was confusing me was I didn't understand why there was 4 of them left, and Panari is able to kill all 4 of them, right? Now, 1 of them was from security room, and 3 of them were funneled on west balcony, and I didn't understand why the 3 of them took the same path right after the other dying. Now, after rewatching the clip, I realized that they pretty much had the entire balcony wall open. That is the security room wall, and from there, it does make sense that they chose to try and face him from the west balcony instead of taking him head on from the security room. So this is one of those strats that I'm really excited to go into ranked and try more of. I'm going to start opening up the entire security room wall, because from here you can tell it's going to be a lot harder to face somebody, and it's not even like Panari had a ton of wiggle room. He was simply just crouching around behind this mirror while it was open, while the wall next to him was open. And I definitely want to try this, maybe make it more tempting for people to attack you from the west balcony and just funnel them into your shots.
Asleep?
Doing something. There's a plan here. Now, no, there is a reason he is prone here. We have to figure out what it is. Now, it looks like he's waiting maybe for pre-fires through the windows so he can reciprocate, but I'm not sure about that strategy.
This is exactly where he was that one time.
Yeah.
Confused that he got taken out by a spray in the wall. Lying prone and waiting means that when they shoot through that reinforced, where that penetrable wall in front of him, if you're even crouched, you'll lose your head. If you're prone, there's a very good chance that you will be okay, just because there are those surfaces in front of him that cannot be shot through.
Alright, now I absolutely love pre-fires, especially when they work in high level and they're really sneaky on really common walkways. So this is going to be a way on how you can actually counter a really common pre-fire. Now, you guys should know that this wall that I'm shooting right now is a soft wall, and these bullet holes go all the way through offices and can potentially hit this back wall here. Now, this is a very high traffic area anytime people are defending on the upstairs of border, and what Super was doing was he was trying to wait for these pre-fire shots, then he could kind of calculate which window they're coming from and stand up and do an actual pre-fire of his own in order to counter the attacker's pre-fire.
For Era, they've gone to Armory lockers 4 times.
It's been their primary bomb.
Three times. They've won it once. So similar stats to ENCE. You've got Super playing inside of Fountain. He might fall victim to a nade right here as it drops. Almost takes his life out. We saw Foxe use that grenade a couple times in the North American qualifiers, and it worked quite well.
Alright, so instead of just doing the 1 grenade spot that we saw in the previous clip, I'm going to show you guys the 2 main grenades that I use. Now, this first one, you're going to be facing directly northeast. Now, what this is going to be able to let you do is hit anybody that's hiding in the left-hand corner of the offices. Now, this spot's really hard to get a roamer out of, especially when they're literally just pinched down in this corner. This grenade is going to completely wipe them out. The other really common grenade that we can use is when you face directly east. Now, this will take out any mirror that's playing on the single office wall that is kind of facing towards the hallway and the triple wall on the left hand side. Now, of course, if you're trying to take somebody out in Fountain, then you're gonna just face directly west. You can do the same tactic if you think so, but I feel like the most common grenades that you can actually pick players off and roamers are the ones facing directly northeast or the ones east. But if you do see somebody rotating around in Fountain, it's definitely worth a try to drop one facing west.
Bootsy going for rappel on the north windows. This is a tricky position to play properly, but you could see he's got a particular angle in mind, leading over to what appears to be Fountain. That's a very long angle, and there is a player near it. Super, so close to death. If he peeks around this mirror window, he might be exposed. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see.
Alright you guys, so Boonsy brought us an insane angle that's overlooking the window outside of Armory lockers, and we're going to be going all the way into the office corner. Now when I first did this, I was literally sitting here shooting, running in and out for like 20 minutes because I was like, holy crap, I can't believe these shots got this far. And then the possibilities of all the different random little spots that you can hit are really cool. So I actually came in here, I opened up these walls. These bullets are going through that first set of walls. If you shoot a little bit more to the right, then you can hit fountain, but they're a little bit high. So you guys can see that this line of sight that I'm using is actually going to be hitting all the way into the southeast office corner. That is an insane angle. And you guys can see if I'm sitting here, dude, I don't even see that.
In most contexts, but in this context where it's match points and possibly series point for both teams.
Alright, now for our next angle, this one is brought to us by the newest member of ENCE in Uno. And this one is really basic, but I just thought it was such a good angle because Uno was being the top fragger on ENCE, and this was his very first Pro League game. And he just plays these really nice angles and is very a calm and collected player from what I was able to see. So I definitely wanted to include this one. It's very basic, and anybody that's entering in the archives, it's very hard to see this particular one because they're going to be checking a bunch of different areas and it's hard to see through the fence. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Of course, as always, we're going to leave the final moments of this match at the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think down below. I cannot wait for more of the Pro League matches coming up. I love you guys all. See you guys all very soon in the next video. Peace.
But still, there is a roam game for ENCE, and Arrow's going to need to deal with this before they actually push the site. Otherwise, they're going to deal with the vertical control in the favor of the defenders.
You can see that it was Bosco situated inside a bathroom, just like waiting for the rest of his team to get by, but they are all over the place. Uno, who was so pivotal before, almost clutched this out, will be up top. A grenade will sail over, but it doesn't look like it will get anybody. Severely concussed will be Uno. Kanto looked like he was going to be able to get the cross, but Uno could potentially get pushed by the Zofia. Only 10 seconds left. They're going to have to make a move. Boonsy eliminates Super, and ENCE now has the advantage. Wilkie and Uno get it. It's all up to Bosco to clear it out. He takes Boonsy down.